Good morning. Peace and blessings, y'all. It's Friday. We've made it to Friday. November 15th. We're, halfway through the month. We got Thanksgiving coming up here in a couple of weeks or whatever. Or no, not even a couple of weeks. What, about a week and a half or whatever it is? Yeah, it's hard to do the math in my head that fast. But yeah, it's coming up. Yep, so I hope everyone's week went okay. I'm just headed to the ATM. I want to grab some change so I can wash clothes this morning. And, yeah. So we got the Mike Tyson, Jake Paul fight tonight. How y'all feeling about that? To be honest with you, I don't know how I really feel about it because, like any other time, especially in the time that we're living in now, with everything as tense as it is and all that stuff out here in the world, you know what I'm saying? Like, my first mind wants to say, I want Mike Tyson to beat the shit out of Jake Paul, right? I mean, because we're all doing that. If we're all being honest, most of us are going to bet we're going to choose our race on this. Like, if you're black, you're rooting for Tyson. If you're white, you're going to be rooting for Jake Paul. That's just how it is. I think 90% of us are going to do that, whether we admit it or not. That's just, you know what I'm saying? We're going to support, you know, who's similar to us. But here's the kicker. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I don't like Jake Paul. I think he's an asshole. And he's a Trump supporter, too. So that's another reason why I don't like him. And I think Tyson might be a Trump supporter as well. I know his daughter or one of his daughters or whatever is. And I know she's been trying to encourage him to support Trump. You know, Tyson and Trump have a history. I would call them friends. Or at least back in the day they were. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not really sure about Mike Tyson is what I'm saying. Basically, and I'm doing a little more digging. Because I remember, you know, Michelle was talking about the fight and stuff. And then I was just thinking about, in my head, I was thinking about like, well, because, you know, we're going for Tyson, you know what I'm saying? Just naturally, right? Then in my head, I'm like, man, dude might be a Trump supporter, though. If he's a Trump supporter, like, he's going in the trash like everyone else that's a Trump supporter. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you voted for Trump, you're helping to try to fuck my life over. So, you know what I'm saying? I can't mess with you, like, for real. Like, this ain't a game to me is what I'm saying. It's not a game. It ain't no, oh, well, the Democrats' laws, just move on, just lick your wounds and you just got to accept it. No, fuck that. Nope, that ain't my president. That's your president. But my point is, if Tyson is a Trump supporter, then I don't give a shit who wins this boxing match. I hope they beat the shit out of each other. I'm not rooting for Mike Tyson if he's a Trump supporter. Fuck him. I'm not rooting for what's that dude? Logan Paul. He's a Trump supporter. Fuck him too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to just end up just watching the fight just to watch it. That's how I am, man. That's how yeah. I don't care who you are, what color you are. If you supported Trump, fuck off. Straight up. Straight up. Because there's no excuse. Like, if you're white, though, here's the thing. The only people that even have some kind of a pass are his white people that are just, because they're stone cold racist. That's what I mean. Like, there's no talking to them. They're supporting Trump. They're going to vote for Trump, all that. Dude, it doesn't matter what that dude does or says. They're going to support him. So I give those people of him, you know what I'm saying, a pass. Just saying it's par for the course. I expect them to support him is what I'm saying. It's more natural for them to do that. But black people, brown people, he should have zero support from us. Zero. And that's what I've just noticed. And like I said, I finally come to that conclusion that race isn't a deal breaker. Racism is not a deal breaker for some black and brown people. I'm noticing these days. Because if it was, Trump would have zero support or very little support from the black and brown community. Like, no one would want to be messing with dude just based off that. That's why, like, for me, it's very simple. I don't even need to get in anything about policy or just like all the stuff he's done and shit. For me, it's about the racism. You can't be a racist. Just off top, you can't be a racist at all. Like, I'm not messing with you. And then you throw on that on top of that, you want to be my president? You want to run this world? Hell no. I could never support anything like that, man. Dude disrespects my people every day of the week when he opens up his fucking mouth. And he disrespects yours too, but it's fascinating to see that people don't understand that. They either don't understand it or don't care about it. Or they're so worried about their pocketbook like that's all that matters. Man, more should matter to you than that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, to each his own. Make your bed. You made your shitty Trump bed. You got to lie in it. That ain't my president. That's your president. Whoever supported Trump, that's your president. He ain't my president. So, yeah, but it's just crazy to just see how people. Oh, sorry, I'm getting a little sidetracked. I'm just driving. I'm going to get changed and stuff like that, and I'm just here in downtown and stuff like that. And it seems like every morning and shit, like the construction on these roads, it's like, okay, like one day they had a bump out, like right by where you make a right turn trying to get into traffic. Now it's gone. It's just like they're talking about hooking Water Street up too. You know, fixing the street up and stuff like that. And the one thing that I don't like about that, I'm not talking about like exactly like the construction or specifically the road being built or nothing like that or being changed or whatever. My thing is like, okay, so they had a meeting, right, to discuss the Water Street changes. They want to fix the roads up, add bus lanes, bike lanes, all this kind of stuff, right? Basically want to reconstruct it or whatever. That's cool or whatever. That's cool, but like what I don't understand is how they give you a certain amount of like they said like option 1, option 2, or option 3 or whatever, right? So like they already have the designs, like the architecture, like how they want it to look or whatever. They already have like a plan, like a blueprint. And then they give you like a couple different choices and say, okay, here, which ones do you guys like? Do you want this one, or do you want that one, or do you want that one? Well, damn, like, so you guys basically figured this all out already. And you're just asking us to choose one of them. So do we really have input into the new street design and how the new Water Street's going to be and look? And like, is that true inclusion into that? Do we really have a say about it when you've already manufactured the options and then you're just telling us to pick one? How involved could I really call myself in that? Because if I'm not in the design of like the architecture of it, you know what I'm saying? And you just come to me after and be like, oh, well, here, choose one of these options for this. Tell me which one you like. But didn't ask your opinion about any of the actual planning of it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you get asked afterwards, okay, we came up with 3 ideas. Which one do you like? Like, damn, like, do I get to even help figure the stuff out? Can I help create the blueprint? Just pulling out some money at the ATM, excuse me. You probably hear the sirens going off and shit. Because I got to do some wash. And, Always keep your head on the swivel, too, when you're out here fucking around at these ATMs early in the morning and stuff. And, you know what I'm saying? You got to have an owl neck out here. Because people will be out here lurking, and you know what I'm saying? And I ain't having it. I ain't about to be nobody's victim. And you shouldn't either. You know, and that ain't even talking tough or nothing. That's just being aware of my surroundings, and just, I'm not having it. You know what I'm saying? Give me my cash. Thank you. Appreciate it. I got clothes and shit to wash. I got stuff I need to do. Yeah, we're going to see Wanda Sykes, though. Thank you. Appreciate it. Couldn't have did it without you. Yeah, we're going to see Wanda Sykes Sunday at, downtown Milwaukee here, Like I said, I'm not a big Wanda Sykes fan. I know Michelle loves Wanda Sykes. My mom does, too. So, yeah, it's going to be a family affair. It's going to be my mom, Michelle, my brother, Ken, and his girlfriend, basically his wife, basically. You know, they have children together, so they've been together for a very long time. So, basically his wife. You know what I'm saying. But anyways, so that's going to be Nicole, Ken, Nathan, Michelle, me, my mom. Yeah. We're going to go see Wanda Sykes. Check that out. Because you know what, too? Like, that was a good idea, my mom, to do. Because I think, basically, it was more of her just being like, you know what? Maybe we all need to laugh a little bit. You know, with all this stuff that's going on out here in the world. It's just crazy to me. Like, it's just crazy because, like, it didn't have to be this way. I know it sounds like trivial and just like, oh, well, but it did not have to be this way, man. We could be totally doing something different right now as far as a presidential candidate. Like, Kamala wasn't talking about separating families and doing all this shit, like, with this border. She was talking about, you know, securing it or whatnot or whatever, but not by, like, not all being all super aggressive and just being mean to people and basically threatening people and, you know what I'm saying? She wanted to secure the border by helping, like, to, you know, hire more border agents and border security and, you know, have systems in place and, you know, and stuff like that to where the process can be ran smoother. You know what I'm saying? To be ran with some type of fluidity and just, you know, just be a little more organized. So that's part of the reason, because the system is set up. It's so chaotic and stuff like that, that just, you know, becomes a ripple effect on everything. But she wanted to do that. She wanted to spend money and do that to make the whole system just run smoother and be more better. She wasn't talking about kicking people out of here on day one and all this shit that Trump's talking. Dude's just on some bullshit. Like, his idea of fixing the border up is just to be racist and just kick more black and brown people out the country. That's his idea of fixing the border. He wants to bring back Operation Wetback. Y'all go look that up too. That ain't no joke. I'm not being funny, or that was the name of that shit. You know how they feel about you just by when they create the name for some Operation Wetback. Why would you even call something like that? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but yeah, basically to go all around the block to get next door, if you're a Trump supporter, fuck off. I don't care what color you are. Straight up. And I don't want to hear that people that voted for Trump, you know, they're out here telling people, no one has said it to me, I'm just saying, like, they're out here telling people and shit, oh, well, you know, Trump and them won, the Dems lost, y'all just got to deal with it, we just got to just deal with this for 4 years. No, fuck that. And I heard somebody say, too, yesterday, it was online, it was like on a, you know, on a tweet or whatever, on someone's timeline, and they were talking about how Trump won and all that shit, and telling people to get over it and shit. Dude was like, And then in the same thread, the person was like, oh, well, I don't. And this was a Trump supporter. He was saying, oh, well, I disagree with the Matt Gaetz pick. Like, that was horrible or whatever. You know, because, like, he has all these sex allegations going on, like sleeping with minors and stuff. And, like, all that stuff was about to come out, I think, like, today or whatever. And then he resigned his position, you know what I'm saying, which is making all that stuff, like, not be able to be public now because he resigned. But my thing, like, okay, so in that comment and the thread that I was looking at yesterday, so the person said that they didn't like Matt Gaetz and that he shouldn't get that job because of this, you know, the sex stuff he has going on or whatever with the minors and shit or whatever. Just basically he has, you know, sex crime. And then I was thinking in my head, I never commented. I just let people just be dumb nowadays. I was thinking in my head, but the person that you supported, your presidential candidate, the guy that you elected, was convicted of a sex crime. So it's okay for your president to be a sexual predator? You'll support that, but you don't want Matt Gaetz. And they're both in the same boat. They've both done the same basic stuff, basically sex crimes. So how could you support Trump but say you don't want Matt Gaetz up there? He's not qualified and all this and that, but you're supporting Trump. Like, make that make sense to me. Somebody make that make sense to me and then hit me up. Tell me how you can condemn that Matt Gaetz and say that he shouldn't, you know, be picked or confirmed or whatever because of the sexual stuff he has going on, but then turn around and say it's okay for Trump to be president when he has and has been convicted of sexual stuff. Somebody make that make some damn sense to me if you can. I'll be waiting. Hit me up. My baby?
Trump said that his second term should start the day after Election Day, and that maybe Congress should pass a bill to make it official.
More Trump bullshit nonsense. But like I say, that guy, he's getting close to death's door anyway, so. And like, he can only do 4 years anyway, so that whole party is just going to be, like, it's going to be fun seeing that whole entire party just, like, have to just rebuild itself and just all that, while they're sitting here talking about what the Democratic Party needs to do, because that Republican Party is going to be fucked, because you're going to have MAGAs, and then you're going to have the normal Republicans, and they're going to be butting heads because the normal Republicans are going to want their party back. And then the MAGAs ain't going to have nowhere to go. They can't come fuck with the Democrats, and the Republicans don't want them. So they're going to be squeezed out. So y'all have y'all fun for 4 years. You guys are going to be fucked in 4 years. You ain't going to have nowhere to go. There ain't nobody going to want to mess with you. Nobody.
He also said that the booming economy statistics should be counted under his presidency in the historical record.
Just get to the point where you just gotta like laugh at some of this stuff.
Right.
It's almost like you feel like this is almost like something like a movie, and we're all like in it.
Right.
And you're just like waiting for this fucking movie to end, and just be like, oh, okay, yeah, that was just a movie. None of that was real. But that's what people chose. People literally chose this. We could literally be doing something totally different than what's about to happen. And I'm hearing even Republicans, they're saying they got buyer's remorse.
I'm sure some do.
Straight up, because they're seeing like, wait, what? I thought he was just talking shit. I just thought he was just, it's baked in the cake bullshit. Okay. That cake's about to taste nasty. I don't want none of it. Let me know when the good cake gets made. I'll have some of that one.
Right.
Right, baby? Let me know when that one comes out. 'Cause I don't want none of this cake. Y'all can keep it. I'm good. But anyways, Michelle, you want to talk to the people? Maybe get them some of that good advice you always got going on.
Oh, man.
Weekend you rolling around, telling people to do something good.
Yeah, have some self-care time. That's what I try to do on Saturdays.
That is your,
That's my one day where I don't have any obligations.
For sure.
I try to make it that way. So if I want to lay in bed and rest my body and my brain, that's what I do.
Exactly.
If it's nice, I like taking Charlie on a longer walk more than usual. And just get some fresh air and some steps in.
Exactly.
I like organizing my life because during the week I really don't have time. So Saturdays I like to kind of put things away.
Baby, you're basically running the place.
Yeah.
Where you work basically? Without getting all into it, she's basically running the joint.
So people say. So it's really stressful. And even when I'm not working, I'm thinking about work. So.
And I'm sure people listen, especially women listening, probably can relate to it.
So Saturdays I like to try and disconnect as much as possible to recharge my brain, get my blood pressure back under control. I would love to be able to take a tubby on a Saturday.
Ooh, we got Epsom salt, baby.
Yeah, I got to figure out the drain situation.
I figured it out.
I just want to be able to put the thing in and the water isn't going to go slowly drain. I like to cover myself with the water and the bubbles and not have it all of a sudden the water's draining out. I also am one of those weirdos that like to get in the bath when clean. So I have to shower first.
Exactly, baby. Yeah, because if not, you're just sitting in dirty water.
You're just sitting in dirty water.
Exactly.
Yes, I don't like that. So maybe I'll try to start something where I take a nice...
Michelle's looking at the video we're watching. Who?
It's Courtney Love.
Sorry, y'all, we're all over the place. It's Friday morning.
That's how I feel in my head.
Scrambled eggs.
Scrambled eggs, yeah.
With cheese. Yeah, we're watching who was that? Courtney Love?
Courtney Love, yeah.
She was married to Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
Yep. Shout out Nirvana. Shout out that Nevermind album. That was the shit. And the Pearl Jam 10. I love that album. Yeah, we're watching MTV Classic Video, Joe, on a Friday morning, sipping our coffee, talking to y'all. Yep.
But yeah, maybe I'll try to start a new thing where I take a bath, do a face mask, maybe put on some relaxing music.
And we got Wanda
Shut the
Sykes
door.
Sunday. Yeah, so the pets don't come in there. It's like when Michelle goes in the bathroom, our main bathroom is pretty big. She goes in there, they like Charlie, our older pug, he is
glued to me.
He has very bad separation anxiety.
I think, what started it was COVID. Because I was home all the time. If you look back, he never really was like that until COVID. And now he practically throws up when I come home from work. He's so excited to see me.
Yeah.
I mean, that's cute and all.
It can be slightly annoying sometimes.
Yeah, slightly annoying, but...
When you can't even take a step.
Right, or he starts barking at me, that's a new thing. Because he never did that before.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's just not a barker. But, I mean, that's really cute. Somebody misses you so much that when they see you, they gag.
That's true.
I mean,
but wouldn't it be cool?
Can you imagine if humans did that?
You just beat me to it, baby. I was going to say
like,
that if people were just more like cool with each other.
You just start throwing up because you're so
excited. Like just totally just jumping all over you and licking you on the face and all that kind of shit.
I hate my face being touched, by the way. Like at any time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Michelle has a weird thing. She doesn't, well, it's not weird, but she doesn't like her face being touched.
No, it's a PTSD thing.
PTSD. We all have some PTSD. Speaking of PTSD, Hall and Notes have PTSD towards each other. Which one sued? One of them sued the other one. It was sad to see them fall out like that.
I think it was the little one. Man, I'm on a roll today. I feel like I'm going to make everybody laugh today.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I do try to do that.
Are you taking some of our coffee to work? You want me to grind some?
That's Seattle's best.
Okay.
No one would drink that coffee that you made.
Our coffee would be like oil. See, I want when I sip that coffee, I want my coffee to get my ass up. I don't want the coffee to just be like. I need that coffee to slap me in the face.
Right. Like at my birthday, at my parents', my dad made coffee like after dinner. Mm-hmm. He was like, "Does anybody want coffee?" And Maya's like, "Oh, I don't want to be up all night." I was like, "Dude, their coffee's so weak. You will not be up all night."
Might be pissing all night. That's why.
Right. But yeah, like people at work know I'm in because the coffee's so strong.
They're like, Michelle,
so I have to scale it back a little bit because people aren't used to that. They're used to brown water.
Brown water.
I don't understand. I mean, this is a little strong. I do have to definitely cut it with some milk.
Cut it.
But like I know that there's some people at work that drink it straight up.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to. Not everybody enjoys strong coffee.
Right. Unfortunately.
Only confuse you. Only confuse. I know you. I know your father, your grandfather. I had them in chains. You can get in each other's face. You can run around with your little 9mm killing each other. Don't you get in my face at all.
That's the voice of the white supremacist.
Sometimes let you talk and act tough to me. But remember, I'm letting you do this. Because I don't have to let you do anything, including breathing. And nothing can stop me. And you don't know anybody who's big enough to do it. So quit acting. And that's what I say in the books that I've written. We need to stop being actors. We're always talking about keeping it real. Mm-hmm.
Morning, baby.
Morning.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Friday?
Mm-hmm.
I brewed coffee. You want me to pour you some?
Sure.
Okay. How'd you sleep?
Good. Good.
Cool. Pour Michelle some coffee. Yeah, that's y'all check out that Neely Fuller Jr. He knows his stuff. He's like 90-some years old now. He's getting up there, but yeah, he talks about how white supremacy rules this country. Unfortunately, you know what I mean? We're seeing it play out with this presidential bullshit. You know what I mean? They run everything. When he's talking about the 9 areas of activity, that's like everything that we use as society, whether it's, economics, labor, all that kind of stuff. They run and control stuff. They're usually in the positions of power. You know what I mean? The decision makers, People talk about racism's over. I'll give you an example of racism. People be saying racism's over. I'm just going to give an example of racism. I'll pour you a cup. An example nowadays of racism would be when a white employer is going through the job applications and he sees that the application says Jamal Johnson, and then he goes to the next application and it says Connor Kalakowski. Whose application going in the garbage?
Jamal's.
Unfortunately, that's an example of racism. You want whipped do cream, baby, or milk?
The rest of the whipped do cream.
Okay. I took Charlie out already. I'm going to wash clothes when I get home from work. I went and got changed. Okay. It's $10 worth. Okay. Where is the whipped do cream? Oh, the whipping cream. Oh, there's probably just a little bit left, too. Yeah, it's Friday, y'all. Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight tonight. You know Mike Tyson slapped him? That's a lead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mike Tyson slapped him at the, the little weigh-in or whatever, the press conference. People are trying to say it's staged, the slap. But, see, here's my thing, baby. If Mike Tyson's a Trump supporter, and I think he is, I know his daughter is, if he's a Trump supporter, I don't give a fuck who wins. Because Jake Paul's a Trump supporter, too. I hope they beat the shit out of each other. That's how I am. And you know I like Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
But if he's a Trump supporter, he's going in the trash, just like everyone else is. It doesn't matter who it is. So I'm just going to watch the fight and just hope they beat the shit out of each other.
Knock each other out.
Yeah, you know, that'd be cool if they knocked each other out at the exact same time, like in Rocky,
right.
At the end of the Rocky movie when they... Joey, it's too early to be making all that noise, bro. Okay. Yep. All right, we're going to pop the news. I'm going to play this Neely Fuller just for about another 1 minute. If you're not interested, fast forward in 1 minute.
23 years old, right out of college, thought up the idea. We'll sell them to the black people. We don't have to throw them away. Call them zapsters. What's a zapster? That's a hat that black people wear. That's their identifying thing. They always need something to identify themselves with, as if their skin color doesn't identify them enough. They always got to have something artificial, something that I made up. Or if they make it up, I'll be the one who will control it and I'll sell it to them for the little money that I allow them to have.
Yeah, right now, I got 501.4 points to 2 sweaters, 136.5. Look, baby.
Oh, okay.
I'm smoking their team. I got 501. They got 136. Yeah. Time to let the dog out. Still sporting my Kamala Harris sweatshirt. I'm just doing it kind of as a F you to Trump people. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll be, them Trumpers, when they see me with my Harris sweatshirt on, they'll probably be thinking in their head, why is that guy still wearing that? She lost. She didn't lose to me. The only loser is Trump. And he gets older every day. He's damn near death's door. Excuse the noise, I'm getting changed. It's a little $10 worth of change. Close. Hold on, Charlie. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? And a small part of me is just, want to let people know who I supported. You know what I mean? Just letting it be known, like, yep, this is who I support. I supported Kamala Harris. Whoever don't like it, I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? But on some, like, super real talk, though, what Democrats are going to have to start doing, right? If they ever want to win an election, they're going to have to just start speaking to poor people. Poor people and just straight up, like, paycheck to paycheck people that, like, you know what I'm saying? Because the majority, I will say the majority of us live that way. We live paycheck to paycheck. Even if it's 51% as the majority. I always like to use that number. When I say majority, even if it's only 51%, the majority of black and brown people live paycheck to paycheck. I'd be willing to say that. Or they're in a group that's between poor and working class. I really think there's a group in between that, or between middle class and working class or something. Because, like, even that, when you just say, like, the working class, that doesn't really define what type of money you're making. That's just saying you're working. So, like, that poor group and that working class, those could be all some of the same type of people. But basically, Democrats got to speak support. They got to stop being scared to say they're going to help the poor. They never mouth those words, actually, normally, ever. I've never heard anyone just straight up saying, we're going to help the poor, we're going to start from the bottom on and then go all the way up. They're scared to say that. They want to. And that's what black people are waiting to hear. Black and brown people are waiting to hear. I've been waiting to hear, and I said that before the election started. They have to start speaking to the poor people because there's a lot of us. There's homeless people. I know we just forget about them, but there's homeless people vote too. All homeless people aren't ID-less and all this kind of shit or whatever. Oh, speaking on that too, some of the homeless population or whatever, or unhoused or whatever we're calling people. Some of them people nowadays are people that got out the joint, that got released from prison. You know what I'm saying? That's what some of that'll be. Because, like, if you discharge, especially normally, like, if you like mandatory release, you know what I'm saying, but you still got parole and probation to do or whatever after you get out of prison, you know what I mean? They normally, before you get out, they start setting all that up. If you have nowhere to go, they'll send you to a halfway house, blah, 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 whatever, right? They're closing a lot of those. And if you're someone, let's say you're someone that, like, ends up doing discharge, which means you end up doing your entire sentence in prison, when you get released, like, they don't have to worry about housing or where you're going because you're completely done with your system. They're, like, done with you. You know what I'm saying? So, like, they just got to let you out. They don't have to worry about, like, finding you housing or anything like that. So, like, they're, boom. You get someone that does discharge in the joint, he gets out with nothing. Now he's homeless. He's homeless. That's a bad situation to be in for somebody like that. But just in general, and I know, election won't be for another 4 years, but basically, if you're a Democrat and you're going to run, I don't care if you're black, white, brown, whatever. They're saying AOC might run. I would support the hell out of her. Because she, at least she speaks, I think she's a little more in tune or a little more willing to speak to the average everyday person than most of them where, like, you just got to take your chances and just go for it. But that's where Democrats be messing up. And I understand, right? Because, see, here's the kicker. Especially if you're a black presidential candidate, you cannot go up there talking about what you're going to do for poor black people and poor brown people and all that shit. White people will get turned off and you will not win. They don't want to hear that. A few of them do. They're cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Like the real good whites, they're okay with that. But the majority of them, they don't want to hear that because the majority of white people, even though welfare was created for them and they get welfare actually the most, if you look it up, they benefit from it the most, white people. But yeah, you got to speak to the poor, y'all. You have to. And don't be scared. All right, I'm going to stop talking now because I'm back in the hallway to let the dog out. It's quiet as hell, so I don't want to be. All right, y'all, back to the episode. Okay. I'm going to have some coffee. Yeah, sorry I started whispering, but when I get off the elevator, coming back in, excuse me. It'll be real quiet in the hallway, you know what I mean? Like, you can hear a pin drop. So that's why I like to try to be quiet. Hi, honey. Happy Friday. Say hi. Hi, Chewy. You guys ready for breakfast? You ready for breakfast? That's Chewy. Okay, I'm going to feed these guys. And, you know what, Marley? I think it's time for a cup of Un Cafe on this Friday morning. Yeah. Yeah. Holy shit. Made a mess here. I might have made a little bit too much. Okay, we're going to put in Michelle's lineup for tonight for the basketball. I'm doing good on mine, too. Oh, we do got, okay, let's see. So, Michelle, we're going to put in her team. We're going to put in Ben Matherin tonight. He's playing good for Indiana. We'll play Norman Powell. Take Richie Hachimura out. I hope Dame Dollar comes back soon. He had a concussion. He missed 2 games. We'll put in Jalen Johnson. Shout out Jalen Johnson. Nicolay Grad and Trey Young. Uh-oh. They got the Joker listed as day-to-day. He's not injured. We're throwing him in there, and then I'll check to make sure. But I don't remember him being injured. That's the only thing. Sorry, y'all. We're talking about Michelle's team. We're putting the lineups in. You may have a tough time winning this week because Joker, he played last Sunday, right? This is his first game since last Sunday. So you've literally had to go all these days without your top player playing. But you're only down by like 50-some points right now, so. All right, y'all.
So it's not a blowout?
No, it's not a blowout at all. And you got a winning record right now. You're doing good. I'm trying to get my first win. See, it's hard, y'all, for my team because I had the last pick. And then I had Brandon Miller, just for NBA people that know what I'm talking about. If you're not like a fan of sports or whatever, just fast forward about maybe 1 minute and we'll be back to talking. I had Brandon Miller. He got hurt. Jaylen Brown got hurt and missed a few games. So I was kind of screwed right away. Yeah. All right, so we got Michelle's team in. Let's get some music going. Music interlude. Little Styles P, LOX. This is Styles P, Panero, The Ghost remixes. Yeah, y'all go check that out. Styles P, Panero, The Ghost remixes. All right, y'all. Now, I hope your day is going all right. Hope you enjoy your weekend. You know what I'm saying? And do something good for somebody. It don't cost nothing. It don't cost nothing to do something good for somebody. All right, y'all. Let's get some music going.
niggas in the skull in their frame. Shit, it's a body for a body for the love of the game. But niggas will call a preaching with your government name. But I'm still loading my guns, getting it on. And if a nigga bury my man, I bury his mom. I was trained to jump in your face, jump over the gate, hop in the hoop, grab a bird, get out of the state, stay in the dirt, dog me like pieces of shit. Dealing coke like cars, unleash you a brick. Holiday bitch, show you what a 38 special do. Turn niggas vegetables, salad ass niggas. Never send a cow around ballad ass niggas. I'ma always bust my gun, use my knife, ride or die, till the day I lose my life. Y'all know we in here, tell me who's in here. Y'all know we in here, tell me who's in here. You dealing with the streets, you dealing with the thugs, you dealing with the stats, so y'all blow it up. Y'all know who's in here, tell me who's in here. Y'all know we in here, tell me who's in here. You dealing with the streets, you dealing with the thugs, you dealing with the stats, so y'all blow it up. It don't matter who you are or what you say. Ain't no rapper you name fucking with style. And I probably died young, shot in the war, but I ain't never give a fuck. And I always was wild. And I'd rather have an open case than an open face. Kill every witness, I ain't going to trial. And everybody's a gangster, nobody's pussy. There's a lot of niggas lying, and I know who you are. Next time I go to jail, I ain't getting a bail.
I should get in that pickleball tournament. I ain't never played that, and I bet you I'd be good at it too. So remember we were saying about how like people are worried about migrants coming up here taking jobs, and in reality, we try to like make the point to people that in reality it should be people more worried about, you know, their jobs being taken will be something like, you know, how we say in radio, you know, our news and our radio industry here in Milwaukee, how a lot of the people that get jobs here aren't from Wisconsin. They'll be from other places, other states, and they come up here and take jobs. And one could say, you know, someone that's here locally that's from Milwaukee and wants to get, you know, a news job or a radio gig or whatever, and then they get bumped by somebody that comes up here from Illinois or Minnesota or Florida or whatever. You know what I mean? Because we always say a lot of our newscasters, and even on the sports talk radio, a lot of them are from Illinois. They come up here. So who's taking the jobs? Should we be more worried about something like that? Or should we be more worried about Paco coming up here and taking a job?
You should be more worried about the Indonesians.
The Indonesians? I love it. Okay, so check this out. And I'm going to see, not trying to prove a point, but I'm going to see, well, the point might be proven anyway. So Channel 12 here in Milwaukee, they just hired a new news anchor, right? And his name is Blake Eason, white fella. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to see where he's from, see if he's local, see if he's from the area, you know what I mean, versus if he's from out of town and he got hired. Let's see. So Blake Eason is a journalist, producer, and on-air personality with a passion to tell stories and start conversations. He currently sits behind the desk and out in the field for WRBL in Columbus, Georgia. Okay, well, so he's from, let me see where he's from. Blake Eason. From. Sorry, okay. Blake Eason is an on-air personality. Yeah, he's from Georgia. Yeah. He's from Columbus, Georgia. And he's worked in Tennessee. See, that's what I'm saying. So he was hired. He ain't even from here. That's what I'm saying. So, like, are people more worried about that or Paco? That's what I'm saying. Let's see where this guy, let me just make sure and see where he's from. Oh, yeah, he's from, where's this guy from? I'm going down the rabbit hole. Yeah, he's from Tennessee. My bad. I said he was from Georgia. Yeah, he's from a small town in Tennessee. So that proves my point. He's from Tennessee. And I'm not hating on the guy. I'm just saying, see, like why there's no one here from Milwaukee that's qualified to get that job, or there's no one that's already there that could have been, you know, moved up to that slot or whatever, that position. That's my point, is because, like, people are saying that, like, migrants are coming over here taking people's jobs and stuff, right? Like, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. When in reality, they're taking all, like, the bullshit jobs, the cleaning jobs, the busing jobs, the construction jobs, the landscaping jobs, a lot of the stuff that a lot of us just don't want to do. Because if our people were doing those jobs, they wouldn't be available for migrants to do, because they'd be already filled. But my point is, so in reality, shouldn't you be more worried about someone from another state coming up here, taking a job from you potentially? You know, a news anchor job, a sports radio job. Because as I was saying, this new guy they hired, and I ain't hating on him, I was just trying to see where he was from. He's from Tennessee. There's no one here in Milwaukee that could have got that job. So in reality, like, who's coming up and who's taking what jobs and who's doing what? That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about Maria coming up here and taking a job from me, being a doctor or anything like that. Yeah, that guy's from Tennessee. And like I was just saying, I'm not hating or nothing. I was just trying to prove the point that, you know, of like who's really taking what jobs and who, like, stuff like that. It's not migrants that we, in reality, we should be worried about. You know?
Confuse you. Now sometimes people say, well, you mean everything that I understand will confuse me if I don't understand racism? Yes, because racism is the dominant political and religious motivating force among the people of the planet in all 9 areas of activity: economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war.
Life is a circle of pain. The darkest clouds end up like the purplest rain. They say patience is a virtue to gain. Fuck it, I guess I died when my brother died. Cause to tell you the truth, I feel like I'm the curse in the game. My vision's blurred, dreams are shattered, my heart is broke. Pain so deep I find it hard to cope. Missing your smile, missing your style. I figured I'm the next one there so we could kick it a while. But your name lives on, the sun still shine. Every time your baby mom lift up your child, I guess I gotta switch my angle now. Take a positive look, hit a blunt, my little brothers with the angels now. Some of us fall and some of us fly, but at the end of the book, baby, all of us die. Word, my nigga. There's my brother. I can smile, cause I know we right next to Allah, right next to the prophets and the soldiers that died, and all the angels in the heaven that behold in the sky. There's my brother. I could cry for the fact I can't hug him no more, but my tears go to heaven and I know this nigga feel me. Even good things, he ain't got to worry no more. I said,
listen, if you do not understand white supremacy, what it is, and how it works, everything else that you understand will only confuse you. Now sometimes people say, well, you mean everything that I understand will confuse me if I don't understand racism? Yes, because racism is the dominant political and religious motivating force among the people of the planet.
I'm not gonna celebrate it, I wanna ask just one more chance. Dead Frank White ain't dead. The you shit, leave your chick, the light ain't red. Matter of fact, I just wanna leave cause the fight is on. I'ma still be here when the lights is on. Got a fat ass in front of me, Dutch in my mouth with a Corona in my left hand. Try to front me like coma, your best man. Keep a trick on my sleeve, more like a 2-5 on my sleeve. Then I switch it to the 3 deuce. And my back
back pocket. So me and love to stay loose. It's like thugs ain't partying. I spoke 20 dimes. I seen 20 dimes. I love they vibing. P trying to smoke for the night. And to tell you the truth, my shit blown if you walk for the night. You gon' drink till you drunk. Dance till we drop, and ain't nobody leaving till the music stop. Can I get a soul clap? Do you wanna hear it? Can I get a soul clap clap? Yeah. We gon' drink till we drunk. Dance till we drop, and ain't nobody leaving till the music stop. Can I get a soul clap? Do you wanna hear it? Can I get a soul clap? Yeah.